Here's a recap of May for the opening range. First, we're going to look at the Dow. First off, the red dates mean I have asterisks by them, which I'll get into in a little bit. But Dow didn't have any of those. But 25% for May 5th was 23 points. 50% was 75 or 47 points. These are all most safe trades only. So this is how I got to these totals. So the total for the Dow for the 25% and the 50% for May was 183 points on one mini contract. So that's trading one contract for 25%. That's trading one contract for 50%, and then following the rules, tripling up on a 25% if it loses, and doubling up. Just adding one contract on a 50% if the first one loses. So that's the Dow. Now we get into a little bit trickier stuff, and this is the NQ. So the NQ, May 5th, that's the reason it is like that in red and asterisks, because it depends on how you trade it on that particular date. So on that date, it lost its first three 25% trades. So that means you entered your first most safe trade on that particular date, May 5th, was at 9:55 a.m., which again, we've talked about entering before 10 a.m. and the results and that kind of thing. That lost. Your next entry would be 10:03. That lost, and then your next entry was 10:05. So you may have had a loss. You may have kept the contracts going and won. Just depends on how far along you did, or if you just didn't enter the trade before 10 a.m., then you broke even for that particular day. So again, you can reference each of these videos on the YouTube page and just look at May 5th, where I go into more detail on that. NQ for 50% was a break-even day. Then we have a 16 point day. That's actually an entry before 10 a.m. too. So if you're not taking the 10 a.m. trades, you wouldn't have a loss here, but you wouldn't have this win either. So just depends on, again, how you guys want to slice it on your own trading. I've just given you the information. May 24th, two break-even trades on the 25%, and then the 50% had 26.75, and that was basically it for the NQ. So not a whole lot on the NQ. The S&P had some trades. First one here, again, May 5th, you got a 3.25, and then a break even on the other two for the S&P. This one, actually, your first most safe trade here actually happens after 10 a.m. So, and then you got May 13th, May 20th. So I want to talk a little bit about May 20th. Again, reference the video if you so desire to get more details on that. But the first most safe trade was worth 2.5 points. Then the market got a little nuts, and we talked about it in the original video, where it missed an exit by 2 ticks, and then everything happened right before 11 a.m. on that particular day. So there was a 10:50 entry. It missed the exit by 2 ticks. So if that would have won, you wouldn't have had a most safe trade, which ended up happening at 10:56 a.m. That lost, and the next one missed it by 2 ticks. So again, however you sliced that particular day determines. That's why I have the asterisks there. When I have the asterisks there, I'm not adding anything to the points wise. So it just depends on how you guys slice it on there. So for the 20th, the first trade was worth 2.5 points, and then depending on how you slice the other one. And then on the 26th, that particular day, that was the day that the micro filled at the entry price, and the mini missed it by a tick. and then the micro went on and did what it was supposed to do, quote unquote. So if you're trading the micros, that would have been worth 4.5 points to you. If you're trading the minis, after it did its thing, it came down and lost on that particular thing. But you would not have had a, or you would, that was the 10:59 and 50 seconds one as well. So again, the asterisks are there. So if you're trading the micros or off the micros, again, I wouldn't have traded it if I wasn't in it. I mentioned that on the 26th. I had some going on the micros and some on the minis, and just missed it by a tick, and that's what happened. And then the 27th here, this should actually also be in red. But this one here, this one was where you missed, the micro missed it by a tick a few minutes earlier and won. And then the mini came down to the actual number and got it, and got the 325. So again, however you slice it, so it's trading. It's not going to be exact boom, 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 boom. The markets do things, and missing it by a tick or 2 ticks, especially on a thing like this, makes a world of difference, because it makes a difference of whether you're entering something or not, or whether you got your exit or not, or whatever. So this is the information. The Dow is clean this month. NQ again has the asterisks of 42.75 points. S&P has the asterisks of 14.75 points. And again, depending on how you slice it, 11 a.m. or 10:59 or whatever makes a world of difference. Or that 2 ticks or 1 tick make a world of difference in how things play out for you. But hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully, as you're trading and seeing this, hopefully your paper trading and so forth, that it's an interesting trade idea for you. If you have questions, let me know. Take care.